Peace and love, family. It's your girl Nashe. How is everybody doing? I pray that you are well and that you are enjoying this beautiful day. Today I do have a bag that I wanted to talk about. So before we get into the bag, actually it's two bags, I just wanted to show you my very simple setup this time around, just for, you know, Black History Month. However, I'm not really a big Black History Month celebration type person, because for me, as a brown woman, I celebrate my history every day, and I definitely celebrate my future every day. So I don't need a month, specifically the shortest month of the year, to celebrate the history of my people. 1 month could not contain the expansive, beautiful history that we have. Definitely not. And so for me, my Black is every day. And so I don't need a calendar to remind me of what my people went through and what we have endured to get here. And that is all I have to say about that. So here we have an inspired handbag. I really do like the inspired handbags because, one, if you're not ready to invest in a designer bag such as Chanel, Louis Vuitton, to name a few, you can definitely get a inspired bag and figure out if the bag that you want is truly for you. And so this bag here is just an inspired Chanel. And you can tell when you look at it that it's not a Chanel, you know? However, it definitely gives off the classy look. It definitely has the classy feel. And it actually is pretty decent quality. I picked this up on Amazon a couple years ago, and I've worn it a couple times. This past week, it did get quite a bit of wear because I just found that it was enjoyable and comfortable, and I did not want to come out of her. So this is the inspired bag. Now, of course, when you wear bags like this, you know, it's not a tote, so you have to be mindful that you have to incorporate smaller size things. This is the interior, not very big at all. So you definitely would have to incorporate the minis, like the mini lotions, the mini calendar book, the mini pens, and the, you know, just smaller items to make it work. And so I was able to do that because I've learned now, that that is what's necessary. So we have a really nice strap. So I really like that. It's very comfortable. You would think that because it's a heavy or a thicker metal that it will cause like pain on your shoulder, but it really doesn't. It sits very well and it's adjustable. Shorter strap like this, or of course, we can go ahead and elongate it like so. And so we have the long strap. Really pretty. Really love that. We have the quilted pattern, okay, which screams Chanel. Now, the gold hardware was probably the least impressive on this bag because I can tell that, you know, there'd be some more fading going on. But again, I didn't spend $3,000 on this purse. I spent less than 30, and so I'm not worried about that. Once the hardware decides that it wants to turn completely, then we'll be donating, you know what I mean? So I'm not stressing that, and that's again another plus to purchasing the inspired pieces, because you can get rid of it without any guilt once you're done. So I really like that, actually. So we have a twist lock, I believe it's called. We have a twist lock here. Twist it and open it like so. There is the open section right here, the main compartment closes with a zipper, and that'll secure your things. You can hang a charm on this bag if you want, but for me, I don't think that would be adding to the look. If anything, I think that might take away from the look, so I chose not to add a charm and just let the inspired look do the talking for me. And yes, I enjoyed wearing this bag. It was a fun wear. I didn't think I'd stay in it that long because it's a smaller piece, but I was quite comfortable in it. So I'm encouraging you to check out some of the inspired bags. You can find a lot of them on Amazon, of course. And this particular brand is, if I can say the name right, I believe it's in here somewhere. Yeah, right here on the zipper pull. It's Dasein, which is Dasein, if I'm saying that right. Pretty cool. So yeah, that was my inspired Chanel piece that I rocked this week. I also have another inspired piece that I'd like to show you. Currently in that now. But first, a sip. Now this is my guilty little pleasure. I love me a cold Coca-Cola. So let's take a sip before we continue. Cheers, YouTube. And here, my loves, is the current carry. I am really enjoying this bag. Truly an inspiration, right? Inspired by the Pochette Métis by Louis Vuitton. This beautiful purse was not $2,500 or $3,000. This beautiful purse was $30. I picked her up from Walmart.com. It's by a brand called Milla Kate. Comes with a dust bag. It also comes with the longer strap that I did use today. I'll be honest, the strap is a little flimsy, but it does what it needs to do. Let's be honest, it's a $30 bag, inspired purse, but honestly, so far I like the quality. I have noticed a couple loose threads, maybe right here on the top handle. And there was another one somewhere, but I did, you know, peep a couple loose threads. Not a big deal. That's what lighters are for. But it's definitely giving what it needs to give. I love her because of late, maybe the past 6 months, I've really been into the Pochette Métis. I've really fallen in love with that handbag. And we all know how much that handbag costs. So this right here is a great alternative for me to really get into it and find out, is it really love? Is it just lust? Am I looking for a lifelong situation? Am I just looking for a good time? Is it just a fling that I'm after? So this handbag helps me to decide if this is something that I want to invest in. So far, it's a yes for me. So as of right now, I do have a savings envelope for the Pochette Métis. I'm not exactly sure if I will pull the trigger once I fill that envelope. But that is quite an investment, but I do like the bag. I honestly do. So let's get into her a little bit. Right here, we have this little lock here. You squeeze it like so and lift it like so. Here's the overview, not too shabby. I chose to use some minis and change things around a bit. So I do have this as my makeup pouch. And that was from my Bloomingdale purchase. Of course, you've seen this before, my Fenty Beauty foundation powder. I have my Palmer's lotion. Those items came out of the very first compartment here. In the middle, which is the larger compartment, it's a little messy in there because I've been shopping, but I do have my Dooney & Bourke slim wristlet. You know, I've fallen in love with these as well. This one is my red Florentine. Isn't she beautiful? This is my red Florentine. Absolutely love her. Right now, she is stuffed because like I told you in my previous videos, I'm using these slim wristlets now as a grab purse. If I have to just grab this purse out of my bags, everything that I need should be in this little baby. And so everything that I need if I had to grab her is actually in this purse. So we have, boom, a slim wallet here, like a card case. Excuse the receipts. I have a lip gloss. I have a pen. I should have a little notebook. I do not. I have it in the back pocket of the purse, so here it is, and I could actually slip it in here and that would be perfect as well, so that would go in there. I have some girly supplies in the back pocket because this slim wallet does have a little pocket back there, so I have my girly supplies in there. And then I have a tiny lighter. If I had to just grab this and keep it moving, I would be fine. So that's what's going on with that. In the, oh, I still have something else too. So I did end up switching up a little bit, and I have all my sanitizer items in here. So, you know the drill. We have some wipes, we have my Florida water, we have a Lysol spray, and we have a hand sanitizer. So that's in there. And that's everything in that middle compartment. And in the back compartment here, it's a little slimmer. And back there, I do have my tiny date book. Not so tiny, but definitely a mini date book. So that worked. I have a back pocket, and back here, I have my keys, house keys, and I guess I was being messy, but I also have my debit card. So there's that, because I did go shopping today. So sometimes when you're out and about, it is hard to reorganize when you're on the go. I really do enjoy the bag, and yes, I do think that I will be investing in the Pochette Métis sometime in the future. I'm not sure if I'll be getting her from the secondhand market, you know, the pre-love market, or if I'll be going into the Louis Vuitton store and just picking up the Pochette Métis. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but as of right now, I do believe that is still a yes for me. Another thing I wanted to point out was this top handle right here. I absolutely love how it lays flat, and then when it's time for you to grab it, you just lift. I mean, it's just the little things for me. Now, I did venture into the Louis Vuitton store a few months back just to kind of check out and hold and be around an official Pochette Métis, and I did like the bag. But I'm feeling really good about this purse right here, and I'm gonna enjoy her. Glad to have her in my collection. You can pick up this bag, this Miller Kate purse, from Walmart.com. Walmart has a lot of inspired pieces, and I honestly don't think you'll be disappointed.